12 noon Argentine time, which would be about 10 a.m. Eastern time for those of you who live in the United States, a new tournament was created, an annual tournament. And in Argentina, all of a sudden they crowned today Rosario Central as the new annual champion. So, just so it makes sense to you, the basically executive board of the Argentine Football Association decided to create a title out of the blue to be able to give to a team. Yes, that's basically what it came down to. Yes. So they played January, February, March, April, May, June. You'll basically have the idea. We're in the middle of November as the regular season ended, and now they're going into playoffs for the second edition of the Copa de la Liga, which is a regular season tournament. And 48 hours before the playoffs start, they created a tournament that no one knew about, and they crowned Rosario Central as champion. There's been a lot of talk ever since the return of Angel Di Maria that there's been a sense of favoritism to Rosario Central because of Angel Di Maria. Well, I don't know if it's just an excuse or if it's just a pretext to give him something or not. They were the best team in 2025. If you look at it from a point, they're the top of the table when it came to the Libertadores table. That's why they were the first team to qualify for Libertadores in Argentina this year. Again, look, I'm telling you this because you're not going to hear this, especially in English, from any of the RGs abroad. RGs abroad are basically all the RGs abroad accounts, influencers, aggregators. All they do is basically make AFA look good. All they want to do is cover Messi. All they want to do is talk about the good things of the national team, not all the negative things that are going on with, or the things that are not so good, or even the dark side of Argentine football. They don't want to touch that. And I understand. But sometimes you have to say certain things because it's a reality. It's what it is. So there's a huge backlash that's going on. Because all of a sudden on social media, about little less than 2 hours ago, all of a sudden a picture comes out on social media and Angel Di Maria is holding a trophy over at AFA headquarters. What the fuck? How'd that happen? And you started hearing all the explanations. And all the presidents of the different clubs saying, well, this is something that we've been talking about for years and we've been wanting to implement. And we finally had the opportunity to do it. So that's where we're at. Argentine football, folks, don't try and understand it. And I say this as with a bit of sadness too, because I mean, most of you know we're basically my bread's been buttered. You know what I've been doing over the past few years until the beginning of this year. And it really is painful to watch. It is what it is. And not only that, it's the MLSification of Argentine football that ends up taking away a certain essence and identity of Argentine football. Because Chiqui Tapia wants to listen to his friends in Miami and how great things are in MLS, and he wants to implement everything in MLS. Of course, a league that's now giving a supporter shield in a tournament where 30 teams play. No, I'm not talking about MLS. I'm talking about Argentina. It's exactly the same thing. The MLSification of Argentine football has begun. Well, what can you do?